Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. Hey, y'all. Hoping all is perfect, whole, and complete. So, I am in the house and I'm actually waiting on my daughter. I'm waiting for my daughter to come from the hair salon. She's getting her crochet braids. I'm needing rest, like seriously, without a doubt, I need some rest. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted, but I did get some rest yesterday. So when my family leaves, actually my sister left. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I could do two things at once, and I can't. So don't worry about it. Okay. When my sister left on Sunday, which was yesterday. Yesterday morning. She left early in the morning, like 4 a.m. And we got in. We went to a wonderful, wonderful event. It was so cool. It was a beautiful event with Dr. Eileen Bay and Kadira, his wife, and it was just amazing. And we got in like normal time, like maybe 10, 11 p.m. And we basically, I think we went to bed about 4. It was something. It was like basically it was no sleep. No, yeah, or something like that. Anyway, I didn't get any sleep. But last night I got lots of sleep, so I feel better. The sun is shining. It's beautiful. I was just sitting out in the sun. They got that Carolina blue going on. I would be doing this video outside, but I don't have any batteries, so that's why I'm doing it here. And I'm drinking lots of water. So how I get myself back into shape? Uh, My goal is, this is my second one. My goal is to drink three for a 12. That would be 120 ounces. I actually need it. When you don't get a lot of rest, a lot of things in your body is not really doing its best. So you gotta drink a lot of water. So water, I got some sunlight to get that vitamin D, and I'm gonna get back into my body, and life is gonna be good. So up to here, I'm covering the hair because Wednesday I get my sew in. Yes, I'm getting the deep wave sew in, 14 inches. Like I know anything about this stuff, but that's what it is. And I'm actually looking forward to it so that I could just get up and go. I don't have to think about my hair. I don't have to think about, doing it or covering it up or anything. Y'all, I am fancy and free. Like I needed sassy. I needed sassy every single day. And this is so not sassy to me. So, but it's okay because I'm not complaining. I love, you know what I've realized? Oh my God, y'all. Like I'm learning so much about myself. Do you know this? Just so you'll know, if you're younger and you think that old women over 40 or women over 50 got it all together or that we know everything we about ourselves, we don't. We know a lot. We know a lot about a lot, but we don't know everything. And the one thing that you want to know about is yourself, but it's a continual thing. That's the beauty of life. The beauty of life is that it's a continual thing. So how to take care of yourself, how to take care of your hair, you learn that because what you used to need in your 20s or 30s, in my case, even my 40s, you need something different now. You need something different now, and you learn that. You learn what you like. So don't ever think you know yourself. Don't ever think like you're set. Like, oh yeah, I'm set. Like I know me. I remember I didn't meet women like that a lot, but I'm not saying they don't exist. But I used to meet men in my life. They'd be like, I feel like I know myself well. I feel like they didn't feel like there was room to change. Like they knew themselves. They wasn't going to change much. They've seen it all, been there, done that. You don't want to think that is how you age. And I mean, the aging is not just old or gray. The aging is how you play, in a sense, how you show up in the world. But another thing that can age you, especially on a physical, internal level, is fear. Fear is ugly. And I was thinking about this, like, how do we, and this is discussion, y'all. I would like to have a discussion with y'all. Like, how do we deal with the fear of, so we're talking about the human trafficking, whether it's for sex, whether it's for organs, whether it's for melanin, whether it's for wombs, whatever it is, how do we deal with that without being fearful? Because I know from an energetic level that if you feel fear, if you are fearful, you're sending out a vibratory frequency and energy, right? Waves, if you will, of fear, and you bring that shit to you. That really talking about it, preparing for it, preparing against it, it's kind of bringing that into your orbit. It's like it's bringing it into your cipher. And it's actually bringing you something you don't want. How do you responsibly talk to your children, your loved ones, and still at the same time not bring that energy towards you? Now I remember in the beginning, well, just months ago, when people would send me, like you on Facebook particularly, all kinds of videos of people warning, Lord, I don't even want to bring it into existence. I don't even want to do this video talking about it, but we should talk about it because we're talking about how to eradicate it and what I believe energy is, how it flows, and how there's so much negativity going on in the world, but there's even more positivity. In other words, there's negativity. I won't say there's negativity going on, and there's positivity. And this is how. So how do you know if you're going to experience, or how do you experience positive over negative, or how do you not experience negative? It's about your vibe, because everything that exists is attracted to its like, right? That's why they say like attracts like. So if things that are negative things are happening around the world, do you know you never have to encounter those? Do you know that? Do you know you never have to see that? Never have to be in front of it. But the moment that you think about it all the time and you worry about it all the time, what your higher source believes, and really more what your energy is saying is that you say I'm thinking about it, but your energy feels it as you want it, because it's mostly in your vibration, and it's going to attract that or something worse or something likened onto it to you. We have to be careful. Like I said, I love the event. The event was great. It was a martial artist teaching women how to guard and protect themselves. It was us talking about it and why we think that what organs were being harvested and why. Like, it was very informative. It was very deep. But I remember Goddess, she was like, dang, it's a shame we got to be even having this conversation. Like, who want to think from this perspective? And some say, well, you got to be a realist. Law of attraction say it's only real because you believe it. And not to say that does not exist, but it does not have to exist in your world. So anyway, my daughter last night, and my sister's a very much of a realist, and she's from New York, and I know your New Yorkers is tell it like it is, and sometimes telling it like it is, and I join in, and then just goes off the wall, and so now my daughter's all like stressed out, and worried. It's like one needs to be aware, one needs to be worried, and I think it's a thin line between so-called being aware of the negative and also then being in the vibration of negativity. And I think that I don't think we should talk. I think we should let it go, and not let it go the subject. What are we really going to do about it? I just feel like I wish that we were back to the black magic women. I wish we were back to the high frequency witches, conjurers, if you will. We protect, we talk about the negative, then we have ways and solutions to protect ourselves from the negative, but we don't use our power because we really don't believe in it. We don't believe that there's unseen power. We don't believe it because if we did, we would know how to vibratorily protect our children by putting energy barriers, or I won't even say barriers, protection around them, how to be invisible, how to not be seen. We would teach them about the higher sciences of energy. I mean, how did they build those pyramids, them Africans? It was not with their hands, right? I mean, it's like, the idea of Africans that fly away, how we could fly. I mean, these are not like rumors or myths. Even the idea that Toussaint Louverture when he couldn't be taken, he was literally, they had him in their hands and he disappeared. That's the stuff that we need to be teaching. Energy, because energy that attracts, energy that cleanses, energy that disappears, and we can, but y'all don't. And the reason why we don't, most of us, because we don't believe it. But I could tell you things my mama used to do. My mama was, I could tell you situations that I've been in that I should have, like something should have really happened. But I couldn't even be seen. I wasn't even seen. I'm so not scared about most things lately, especially as I get older, because first of all, I've survived so much, but it wasn't even like survive where I was tortured or something. I never got into it. There was the ancestors that guided me around. And a lot of people like to say every time I come on, well, the ancestors got to be doing more than protecting you. That's their job. That's their job. But if you don't believe that that's their job, if you don't believe that that's why they're here, then you are needed. I mean, if all this is happening, you don't want to think about all this is happening. You don't even want to prepare for it or against it because you're going to make it happen. And that's just the truth. You know, how I'm gonna tell you something that I know the way I think. It's not weird, and I just feel so much better as being an African. You know, y'all, I got a lot. I'm like a 90% of African. So maybe I feel something more than I know it. But it was funny. Sister Samora, I want to thank you. You sent me this article about how to prepare for Africa, going to Africa. I know there's many different countries, 55 countries in Africa, but this was the thing, preparing for going to Africa. And it talked about customs in different parts of Africa. And one of them was the idea that when you're having a conversation, you keep it light. You don't talk about negative things. You know how we bring up, did you see the news? Did you hear about that murder? Did you hear about the trafficking? You would never, in certain African countries, you would never start off conversations negatively. Matter of fact, I love the one, while eating, you don't even have a lot of conversation. How we so strange with small talk. Like we got to be talking all the time, and while we're eating everything. When in a lot of cultures in Africa, different countries in Africa, they don't do that. They don't have conversations that are negative, not right off the bat, and maybe they don't go into that. That's not normal. Something that happened today that was wonderful. The article said something about it. When I park in a lot, let's say we went to the beauty world to go get my daughter her hair. Then after that, we went to Fresh Market. Basically, when you go into the strip malls or the parking lots, you just drive into it. So it's automatic for me. When I go into a lot, I actually always park next to the car. First of all, it helps me line up straight into that spot. And I don't know, it's some intuitive thing to park next to a car that is already parked. Now, it's a lot of empty spots, but yes, I will go into the spot next to the car. Let me just tell you how African I am. The fact that I don't like to talk about negative stuff. The article addressed the negative stuff, very African. Do you know they talked about the idea of you on the bus, right? And you could be you, the only one on the bus, and another African gets on the bus, and there's all these seats. The African sits near you too, even though it's all these seats. Now, why am I talking about this? My daughter was like, we went to Beauty World, she said, why? Because there was a lot of parks. But yes, there was somebody parked, and I parked right next to it. It's on. Why you do that, Mama? All these parks, that's weird. That's weird. Why are you parking next to the person? I just felt like it was natural. Then, lo and behold, nobody know I was going to. It was my daughter. Because the next place, I was like, okay, I'll park away from people. She's like, no, just be you. Yeah, exactly. It's safer to me too, but I don't know. It's just intuitive. And then I get the article that says Africans do that. If it's all these seats, they want to sit near people. They grow up in clans. They're used to being space. Personal space is a different idea. It's just like some things I think are genetic memory. We don't never have to be there. You know, every time I always remember I go to Trinidad or just even the Dominican Republic and different, when I was hanging with the black folks, and they used to all say, the Trini used to say, you more Trini than the Trinidadians. You more African sometimes than the Africans. Because that's inside of you. And my daughter could never really understand that because she ain't got as much melanin. Nah, just clowning. But so I'm just saying, like, that's why I don't think that that's a good idea for us to constantly be talking about it. Now, yes, do we have to protect our children? Yes, but why don't we think about, instead of telling them to be careful, have it on your mind, be aware, what other ways could we teach our children? So I'm doing that with my daughter because she couldn't sleep because she had anxiety about this job she's about to take, and she's going to come home a little late. It's not that much later, but it's going to be dark, and now she's freaked out. It's like, I don't want to raise my child like that. I don't want to raise myself like that. I don't want to be scared. Because I know what that brings. We are powerful human beings, especially people in the spiritual community. So we can use our energy in any way. And if we focus on fear, we're going to bring it faster than somebody who's a little scared and don't have the power behind it. So, I want to do it differently, y'all. And I know that I can. And I think that in order for us to live free, let's talk about this. I'm gonna get this water in. We're going back to drinking lots of water. I lost it. But and plus I'm clearing my energy. In order for us to truly live free, we have to not have the fear in our cipher. So let me get y'all 55 people, 16 thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up just because this is a very valuable conversation for us as African people. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Aurora. Happy Monday. Hey, Poetic Beauty. Queen Ariana. Falling in on my. Okay, Queen. Hey, Khadijah. Greetings to you. Hey, Lisa. Do you need more sea moss? I do need more sea moss. Absolutely. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Virginia. I do. I really do. Hola, Goonies girl. Hey, Shepherd. Hey, the baddest, which is like what you said yesterday about checking yourself before you try to absorb someone else's reality. Just because they are afraid of that reality doesn't mean I have to live in fear of it. That's right. Hey, Carlette, good afternoon, Queen. Yes. Omonika says, hey, Lisa, I'm working on global entry, leveling up. Yes, Queen. Congratulations. The baddest, which says, I used to be a professional community organizer, and that really kept me so downtrodden. Come on, Queen. I couldn't see beyond the dark clouds of oppression. Yes. As soon as I quit my job, I realized I'm already free. Queen, yes. Aurora says, yes, please let's get our energy realigned to do the supernatural. Yes. The baddest which says, I know I'm free. I know I'm safe. So those stories don't impact me because it's just not true for me. Sister, yes. Yes. You got it. Joy at the center. Glad I'm home from work today. Yay, I needed to hear this. Yes. Carlette says, amen. Conjuring is our natural thing. I'm learning it now. Actually, magic, conjuring, all of that has always intrigued me. Yes, ma'am. Monica says, I keep my ancestors busy. Yes, Queen. They got work to do in my family. Yes, ma'am. The baddest which says also, what is realism? Come on, I'm a Leo, and I choose optimism in most cases. And I know I came here with this view for a reason. So I'm learning to embrace the brighter sides of things because it's my purpose. Yes. Journey, hey, loving this message. Hey, baby. We hung out with Journey yesterday. We had so much fun. Yes, hey Marilyn, I agree, says Journey. Yes, Lisa, while I listen to you, I'm the opposite. I will look for parking spaces away from the store and park all by myself. Oh, I hear you. Oh, no, girl, I'll be up on the store and always next to people, but I hear you. Yes, Goonies says 100%. She says, fear, false evidence appearing real, right? Or false experience appearing. Hey, Janice, how are you, darling? Y'all, I'm telling you, we got to do better. Because my daughter was like, I just had a lot of anxiety and da-da-da-da. And I was like, because you took all of that in and you got to let it go. Because I'm telling you, I was too. At first, the whole traffic thing, I was like, stop sending me that shit. Like, I was mad at people sending me that shit. Like, I don't want to know about that right now. It's not that. And people are like, oh, you're head in the clouds. But you know what? No, you're creating your own reality. And you do it all of the time. And when you look back and you see it, I hope I could put the link to the article that said what Africans do. We not the one that's going to tell the bad news. It's too much good stuff. And that's what I remember telling my sister, too, when she was visiting. I was like, do you know how much good is out here? Do you know how much good is going on? I said, wouldn't it be nice if we had a 24-hour news program where it only talked about good news? People would think it would probably run out in 3. No, it would be endless. It would not be enough. I think about it. I'm doing a 21-day intensive, and so that means I do one intensive a year. Let me tell you something. One intensive a year. I'm sorry, one intensive a month, which is 12 months. So I'm doing 12 intensives. I want to have one special guest that talks about, that's doing things in the community that's positive, that's on the money, stuff that you want to know about, stuff that you want to do because you want to be independent, location independent, because you want to be an entrepreneur, right? Stuff you will love. I got so many people. 12 is too little. Do you understand? 12 people? I got endless. I keep meeting going, oh my God, I only got 12 months. I only got 12 months, but I'm meeting 12 people a day. I mean 15, I mean 10 at one event. Like, how? That's the truth. That ain't like no lie. Like, it's not like I'm scrambling to get amazing Black people doing amazing things to make us feel proud. I'm not scrambling. If ain't it, I'm going, dang, I got all these cards. Which ones do I choose? I got years of people to come through. Who talks like that? But that's the truth. But no, everybody want to see the bad and all things that's going wrong. But that's what you're going to keep seeing. And I'm not that. I don't know what living in fear and not being free, I don't like it. And after a while, too, I was checking twice and clicking on the car door. And I you know what? It wasn't me. It was like, wait a second. This is not me. This is not me. So we got to do something differently. And if we want to really eradicate anything, all the ills of the world, why are we fighting fire with fire? Why are we fighting fire with the same tactics that the problem came in? Why are we not being the goddesses we are and really doing the work and letting our children know everywhere they go, they're safe? See, I'm one of them. Maybe I'm a little old school too. I believe that everybody got it. Not, I don't, okay, when I say everybody got a time, let me explain to you. I don't know if I believe that everybody got a day or a time or a number or age, and when that number comes, their time is up. But I do believe that you're never a place where you're not supposed to be. So in other words, like I truly believe that I remember people like be scared to die on a plane, so they don't go on planes. And y'all know this is true. There's lots of people, a lot of entertainers used to be like that, but they afraid to die on the plane, so they don't go on planes. But then they went on the plane one time and they asses died. Now I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Why do you think that? How did that happen? Do you know what I remember I used to tell, I think it was my sister or some people I know that be afraid on the plane? I'm scared to die on the plane. You know what? How many planes go up a day? How many people don't die? How many people don't? That's not news though. That's good news, but it's not. Don't make the news. How many people don't die? That's what I want. Give me a news say. You know how many people don't die on a plane a day? It's too many goddamn planes. So if I happen to get on the plane, that I crash, then goddamn it, I must have been meant to be on that plane, and nothing I could have did because I couldn't foresee it. That's what I'm saying. You can't foresee how you gonna go or when you gonna go. You can't. So why would you live in fear of that? Don't you bring that to you? So I'm not gonna not take a plane because people die. I'm gonna take a plane because people live. They live every day. Do you understand? That's the side that you turn it on. I'm gonna take a plane because you know how many planes go up a day? We could statistically, it's probably very easy to find out how many planes go up a day. But don't look at the statistics when you go into it. How many people die a year? How many people live? Nobody want that news because it's too good. The odds are so amazingly, the contrast is so great of how many people live flying on planes. It's so freaking crazy. How many people die in crashes every year? How many people live driving every day? Wouldn't that be some great statistics? That's how many people live every day that drive. I mean, but you don't get that. And you got to create that. You got to look for it, and then you create it, and then you only talk about it, and then you only speak about it. Listen, y'all, we train ourselves for so many things. We train ourselves to run marathons. We train ourselves for the new job that we're going to get. Everybody expects it. Oh, you're in training. Great. Oh, you're in training. Oh, you know they train hard. They train hard. Like that. Why do we not train our minds to be positive? I mean, why are we so sloppy with the training of the positive mind? Why do we forego that? But nobody pushes you in that direction, but everybody pushes you to train for some bullshit. Not to say all this bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Y'all think that this is I remember it was a sister on yesterday. I mean, God dang it, she was so dang negative. And she didn't understand. She came on my channel. You understand I was the teacher. I'm sorry. When you come, you learn. And then we have discussions. But don't tell me I don't know because I can feel. I got that. You know, that's another thing, too, that I realized. People think you got to have this, like, did you study that? No, I'm African. I know shit. Shit come out my skin. Like vibratory frequency, meridians, vortexes is in my goddamn melanin, and I got a lot of that shit. I know a lot of stuff. It's like they don't want you to know. What you think if they taking your melanin, it's a good chance they want the people with the most. I mean, just stop it. But we don't even believe that. We don't even respect that anymore. Like, oh, this black woman is really pretty black and she's black inside and out. So not to say she's stupid, but she probably knows something. You know what it is? The others know more about us than we do. Why they in the blackest places in Africa? Why they in the darkest place? Why they want to be around the blackest of the black people? That's the ones they want to be around. They way more in that West Africa and East Africa, other places too where the chocolates are. Why they there? I mean, I would too. If I wanted to build a new human being, I would go for the blackest people. I would probably guarantee that they're probably going to be the stuff that's going to be lasting. But we don't know the magic of the blackness. We just practice on the fear. When we got the remedy, but we don't even know it. So I'm not doing this fear shit, okay? I'm not doing that shit. And you can't do it either. That's why I'm going for it. That's why I'm doing the little weave and I'm gonna do whatever I want, however I want. I just live free TV. I want to be free and I want you to be free. And guess what? People are gonna be mad at you for being free. They're going to be mad at you for not being negative with them. They're going to be mad at you for not having negative conversations with them. They're going to be mad, your own people, your mama, your father, your brother, sister, auntie, cousin, niece, nephew. They're going to be mad. Are you ready? Until you move yourself and the energy will already from that. To change your mind, to not be sloppy about your thinking, is going to change your entire world. But that's where Live Free TV, Blackberry Beauty Academy is going. We're going to be so, I thought about it, F the bullshit, F the seriousness, F the world's coming to an end, F we got to move on out of this space to go to that space when your space is right here. All of that, you live. Stop being mad. You can't be mad about where you were, thinking that where you're going is going to be better. I promise you, anybody that's angry about where they are, I bet they go somewhere else. The temporary feeling of feeling better is only temporary. And after a while, if they still have that some place is going to give them something. Can you imagine that if you got that something right where you were now, then you would be able to go anywhere and that something would be more there in spades? I know that now. It's everything. It's like, we do it a lot. When I get that perfect relationship, I'll feel better. When I get that great job, I'll feel better. When I move to that certain state, house, country, I'll feel better. I done moved from Brooklyn to Las Vegas, from Vegas to Cali, from Cali to here. That showed me that it felt good when I did it. It was great then. But what happens is you're never going to feel the same all the time. Each place, whether that's mental place, physical place, or spiritual place, is taking you to another place. And in that other place, you want more. So you don't have to be mad about where you are because it was good when you were there. Can you imagine if we looked at life from not from our past all of the time and looked from it from just I call a stepping stone that was good? But I want more because I grew, I created. After a while, if you never grew and you stayed in the same place, you would be in alignment and you would be very, very happy. But the fact is that living causes you to want something different. I'll give you an example. If you younger, you're going to like certain places. When you get older, you don't like them places anymore. Was the place bad? Is the place bad? It's not. The place ain't bad. It's not bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no, you grew out of that. Like now you don't want to be, maybe you was in 18, you grew up in New York. At 75, you don't want to be in New York anymore. You want to be in Florida. Was New York bad all them years? No. It's just you from being there, growing older, you move to the next spot. And I just, y'all, we got to get in a good space so that everything just flows. I'm telling you, I'm ready to flow. I'm ready to flow. And in order to flow is to let go. And that negative talk, that is ish. That not believing in love. What the sister said. Yeah, I mean, like just black men don't like black women. I don't know how that's true though. Because right where I am, I see it every day. Now, I could be, people say, oh, well, you in the South. I bet some people in the South don't see it. Because they don't believe it. And when I didn't believe it, I didn't see it either. Although I've always had black men, and so there you go. Oh, but you're older now. I'm older now, black men. Okay, well, you keep talking that talk, and I'm going to be right over here not having that damn talk with you. I'm not having that talk with you. Keep the vibe high, y'all. But more than that, let's talk about how we could address real, issues, but transcend them. How do we save the girls on a vibratory level? I just keep thinking about that movie, Sankofa. I don't know, I might be getting my little stuff mixed up, but y'all help me with it. And it was Nunu, the elder, the one that was still remembered Africa, the chocolate woman that had the son, because the rapist raped her, let's just put it that way. And it was the young lady that I guess they was going to hang. And Nunu started praying and said, oh my God, ancestors, come with me, because they had to get that baby out of her. Matter of fact, I think she was dead, but they wanted to save the baby. She was beaten. She was whipped to death. And the way she saved and got that baby out of and saved that baby, that was magic. She was calling up them ancestors, and the women was working with her. I want a different kind of womb circle. I want us to conjure. I don't care about the goddamn erasing of black melt. I don't. If your title is negative when you do a womb circle, I'm not coming. If you want to harp on the negative, I'm not coming. You want to come to my womb circle? It's going to be like church, a holy resurrection of ourselves and the power within us. We're going to be hooting, hollering, laughing, joyful, manifesting, conjuring. You're going to feel like, you know what? I had church today, and there was no devil. It was only God. And that's how I'm living. And I hope you're living the same. So I'm doing my intensives. They both, my 21-day intensive, getting off the couch is about meeting those very powerful people that's doing the stuff you want to do. And my 3 Sundays, the raw vegan course is also happening. Now, you know what? I know a lot of y'all want to know about the Bitcoin because I see somebody just left me a message. So let me go back. I'm going to answer her. The Bitcoin is going to be, you know what? I do have Janae, I got the flyer. Janae, I got to find out how do I give them the link to the flyer so you can find out more information. And I know y'all wanted it live stream, and we are figuring out how to do that. So this one may not be live stream, maybe the next, but we gotta move forward. We have to. So let's see where we are. Okay, let's see. I got a lot of comments. Oh, thank you. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm kind of getting my life. Yes, Goonies was for yes. Hey y'all, I do the same thing, Leopard. I like to walk. Oh, okay. Oh no, I don't know. It's just natural to me. Pull up near people. Stephanie says skin on fleek. Thank you. Hey, I'm good. Yes, good. Remember that I protect that keeps me grounded. That's right. But see, y'all, let me say this to y'all. I don't park next to people because I'm scared. See, that never, I don't know, that never occurred to me that I'm parking in front of the store. I want to get close sometimes, but I'm always like, my thought is like, so there's a spot and then there's 5 spots. There's a car park, there's 5 spots, and why don't I take the away from that one car? I always go next to the car. But I loved it when I got that thing about the African who on the bus it's gonna be 15 seats, and there's you, and you trying to figure out, that's a very Western way of thinking. You know, I told my daughter, I said, you know, when she said it, this before I read the article, I was like, wow. I said, oh my God, we Americans, we so got issues with space. We so don't want to be near the next person. But think about, how does that sound? Like, why do we want to park 5 spots away from the car? You know, I don't know. Like, I mean, it wasn't a thing to me. It was the most natural thing to me. But to her, that was that American thing. Because I guess somebody could say, why are you parking your car next to me? But that goes back to how lost we are. Why are you looking at me? You know what I'm saying? Why are you standing so close? How many of us got killed for some stupid shit that was very African? Because we were being African. But we getting killed because we looked at the person. You're supposed to look at the person that enters the room. You're supposed to look at the person next to you. But we killing each other over it because we so African and don't know what it is. We so Eurocentrically inclined to hate ourselves and to hate each other. So we damn sure can't be close to one another when our people all over the world is closer to each other, even in vicinity, to living, to family, to every way. But we so European, we can't park near the car because it's 50 other spots. So why are we parking near the car next to us? And then I get this thing that says exactly what Africans do. It's just hilarious to me. It's like, girl, you already African. You already doing it. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. It's not scared. I never was scared. I don't know. It was just like, for me too, it was about lining up the car. I know it sounds weird, but as a parking person new to driving, that's what I call it, parallel parking, when you parallel park. The idea is when you line up with that car, you probably gonna get in that parking space better. So even though in the South, we're not doing no parallel parking, maybe on the street, everywhere I go, I ain't parallel parking, but I pull in because I know that car is helping me to line up and to make sure I go straight into that thing. So having a car next to me helps to line me up. but I think it's even deeper. So it's just like we got to tap into how we are. We say we want oneness, we say we want love, we say, but we so scared of each other. We got these stupid ass rules that don't make any sense. It don't make sense. And then I'm listening to my daughter, and she's like, "Oh, why don't you just park into the parking lot, park into the space, face the opposite way so you could just drive out?" I said, "Why? What's wrong with backing out like the rest of it? Just because the line of the thing? Because sometimes when I do that, and I always, somebody, you got to be careful. Park going into a space facing front. Now you got to be a little more careful, making sure cars that think you're going to pull out backwards instead of pull out frontwards. It seems like it's not different, but it is. The thing is, I'm not saying we got to follow the rules. I'm saying that we got to follow our instinct. And sometimes your instinct told you what to do the first time. We got to come together, and we got to learn that togetherness is good, and we cannot come together in negativity. It said the Africans ain't doing that. They ain't sitting there going, "You heard about that murder?" I'm not talking about the new school. I'm talking about in ancient times, or now. Actually, the article was very present. I just don't want to do it. People look at me like I'm crazy when I be like, "Keeping that high, let's keep that high." They be like, people be mad. They been mad at me. I've seen that. I was like, "Mad? Are you mad because we trying to be positive here?" Yeah, but I hear y'all. I hear y'all. Yes. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Yes. 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 Heart of Gold says, right. We have to balance it out with all the negative media. Yes. And I want to talk about negative media. I would subscribe for a fee if there was a 24-hour positive. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Janice? Me too. Yes, people tend to ding your doors if park next to them will work. He said they'll ding your doors. But see, that's another thing. I loved it. I remember when I first got a car, and the more I tried not to park around people, the more my car got hit. The more I tried not to park around people because I didn't want my car to get hit, it was more anxiety trying to not get my car hit than just parking in the goddamn space that was closest to the one that I would normally drive in. There's no way you're going to escape your car. I see people drive. Some people park like on an angle so you won't park near them. Your car about to get fucked up. You know why? Because somebody going to be mad you did that ish. That's my thing. Like at some point, if you worried about somebody doing something to your car, then that's exactly what you're going to bring in. How is that really working for you? You mean you never got a scratch? You mean nobody, no matter where you went, nobody hit your car by accident? I mean, you can't even escape it. I would have more anxiety figuring out how. That's why I got my Beamer. After a while, I was like, Spirit said, could you just be free? Cars will get scratched. Somebody might hit their door against yours. Now, unless you got some, I want to see your mint condition car. Because if you parking out on these streets, your car is not in mint condition. I would doubt that there's not a scratch, unless you just a bad mamma jamma or something. Yeah. Yeah, so I want to tell me about how that working, because they ain't never happened well for me. So yes, y'all. Yes, let me go back. Okay, I'm done. Went too far. Right, got you. Okay, yes, I'm going back a little bit. Yes, yes. 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 Okay. Ironically, people should be scared to walk in their neighborhood and they scared to die in a plane and probably never flown. I say no fear. Fear. The Empress said, but I got your point. Skin glowing. Thank you. But once you die, it's over. Okay. Let's see. Yes. I get your point though. Yes. Once you die, well, what's over? I don't even know what that is. I don't think once you die it's over, but you mean that, okay, okay, thank you. True, yes, and hi, Lisa, hey, the same as we focus on the negative, we can focus on the positive. Yes, Lisa, how about people saying such and such is not easy? I'm like, what the F? Sound said everything had to be easy. That's right. Joy says, peace, queen, yes, no more fear. Tired of being told to fear life. Yes. Maya says, good afternoon, everyone. Today is a beautiful day. Yes, it is. Tell them, Lisa, she just knows stuff. You know what I'm saying, Virginia? Because they're mofos trying to harvest melody. Yeah, but we don't want to talk about it. G-Light says, hey, Lisa, into the room. True. They even have doctors meet for, yeah, that's true. They do. This is true. The melody conferences, this is true. Yes, it does have high intelligence. Yes, Empress. Yes, true. You're right. When should we look for live? Okay. What's the first day? Yeah, Wednesday, darling. Thank you for asking, Sheila. Anywhere you go, there you are. Yes, yes. Explore. Yes, true. Hey, Goonies, wherever you go, there you are. You cannot run yourself. That's right. That's right. I'm creating a positive, abundant, loving, fearless reality right now. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Amaria. What is your I am? Amen, says Joyce. Yes, Sacred Temple. Yes. Good morning, Mary Ellen, Big Lisa. Glad. Okay, I'm glad you're here. I like that kind of sister circle. That's right. None of us ever know everything. We learn and never stop learning the beauty of life. Yes, the truth is individual versus collectivism. Yes, I park in corners because I have 700 series car and people would bang your car door up. Ironically, when I drove my truck, I still took corners because it was easy to swing in. Gotcha. I park far because I can't drive and I don't want people scratching my Benz. I got you. So, but what I want to know is, Sassy Class, is your Benz scratch free? I just want to know because I want to know if that's working. Just tell me, because I mean, you might be giving some good information, because I just want to know if that's working. Lisa, it's a good idea to back it, especially from an unfamiliar place, easy to get out, not negative. Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, I'm on the Bitcoin. I'm also interested in some stock. I was on my Cash App one day and got me some. Yay, that's wonderful. The anxiety can be deep. Yes, insurance. Okay, hello, hey, hola. Sister circles are needed. We live. Yes, we do. Okay, okay, good. Yeah, y'all. I'll try to, okay, I'm so glad you would. Thank you, fifth grade room. Nope. Okay, the oranges. Okay, someone dinged it. Okay, yeah. I was on one of the bus years ago. A brother got on, sat right next to me. I thought it was very nice. I told him good night when I got off. Wonderful experience for both of us. Isn't that wonderful? It's working for me so far. Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, and my daughter is done, so I got to go get her. But y'all, that's good if it's working for you so far. I just never. I don't think you could escape your car getting dinged, because especially if you're too focused on it, then it's gonna get dinged. I don't want to not go. I want to be able to go in my place. I don't want to think I got to put that car. Now I got to walk. Now, if you love to walk, that's fine. I personally want to get in my car, especially when it's cold. I'm just different. What I'm trying to say to y'all, the more you try to escape something, the more you actually, it's going to run to you. Because it takes energy to think about what you don't want. I don't want to get dinged. I don't want my car to get scratched. And saying like, today is a beautiful day. Today is all good. You know, I laugh. I got more scratches on my car because I did it. I came off a curb the wrong way. I used to have this driveway where I hit the wall, like, because I was in a good, like you said, I was a little driver. Every scratch I got on this is my third car, it's all been from me. Now, what's that about? Like, I mean, it wasn't even nobody else. So, y'all, could we raise this? Could we raise this? Could we stop having the same conversations? Could we take it to the next level? Could we do it? Because I think we can. I know we can. And I love y'all. Thank you. I wanted your feedback. I wanted the conversation. I know some of y'all going to be like, she talking crazy, and she not going to be aware. I'm 52 years old. 52. Even the day I got held by gunpoint, I always think about you know what I think about? I don't always think about the day, but you know what I think about the day, and I say to myself, I heard the ancestors tell me it's time to go. And I said, what if I stay a little longer? Yeah, there we go. So anyway, I remember those wires old dudes had on their tires in the 70s. Ridiculous. Oh, I didn't know that. Is that what they used to do? Yes, where your mind goes, energy flows. Yes, more about the tree in front of my house crushed the top of my car. I was happy. Yes, that's a good point, right? The tree. There you go. Right. So I love people that don't take it out and they cover it in the garage, and then the garage floods or something, right? I mean, if you thinking too scared, you going to bring some more scared on you. But anyway, y'all, I got to go get my baby. Yes, my 23-year-old child. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much. 75 people, 30 thumbs up. If you feel like thumbs it up later, I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, comment. And also, if you want to leave a donation, you are always free. All information in the description box. Love you, darlings. Peace and blessings.